Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you are going to learn Facebook login API. How it is easy to create by having an API of a Facebook developers API session to be account to be enabled our request, and we are calling this particular API through our local PHP development environment. How we are going to integrating with our local PHP project. Will all the things we'll learn very simply in this lecture. Let's begin with the session. Go to Google and type very simply Facebook Graph API space GitHub. Hit and enter. See the first like the link you see here, the Facebook archive. Just open this link. PHP Graph SDK you will see here. Once you open this link, you just go through that. Here the complete decision is available here. If you want to run with, go around, and I will show you very simple and easy super steps. Just take the composer code. We are getting all these what we require the parts of the code from here, and now you go to like a XAMPP installation of your PHP environment. Go to htdocs. Here you can create one project folder called fb_login. fb is my project folder. Under the project folder, we want to initiate that execution of that particular like a command of composer. Just go to cmd command prompt. Here you want to find out this path where it is exactly. Go back and come to exam and come to htdocs. Yes, and this is the fb login folder. Hit enter. Now we are the path here in the changing directory by command of issued with the changing directory. We have a changed directory from exam htdocs. We have created a folder of the project called fb-login. Now you paste the command what we have copied from GitHub. Like this is the composer space require space Facebook hyphen like a forward slash graph hyphen SDK. Hit enter. If you don't know about composer, write a comment. We'll discuss about the composer. I'll share with you more. Just hit enter. It will take a very less time to install a complete requirements like what the SDK requirements we are going to collecting from this site. All right, it won't take much time. It depends upon your computer performance. Like you see the Facebook SDK, Graph SDK, it is getting loading composer repositories with the package information. Let's be wait for a while. Yeah, updating the dependencies. Yeah, installing it is. Yeah, meanwhile you check with that the window. If you break in here, it is creating here. It is backend. Yeah, writing log file and generating autoload files. It is completed successfully. If you receive without error with this, autoload files is generating, means it is successfully installed in your local environment of PHP. All right, now let's see here the composer.log here, and the vendor. These are the files, and autoload.php, Facebook, composer, everything is here. So we have to create some PHP files now. We'll see how it is. Yeah, here you need to require fb-init.php. With this fb-in like -init.php within the project you have to create, and here you have to like create the start the session. Start the session like a session you need to be initiate here. Once the created the session, you have to write like include autoload file from vendor folder. That is the require or include you can specify here, and dot vendor autoload dot php, which will comes from like you see here. Just now we have installed like vendor by using the composer command. We have installed these vendor packages. From these autoload.php we are like calling to our now developing of the code with the help of this autoload.php. All right, now here you can initiate by calling this functionality of the like a class object, we are instantiating a new object called $fp variable and new Facebook of backslash with the Facebook. And now you have to write a three parameters. We have to like a pass for calling this particular class. All right. First one is app ID. You take in a empty string, and the second one is app secret. You take an empty string. Why? Because actually I will tell you where you will get this app ID and app secret and the default underscore graph underscore version. These are the things you will get it from like the version which is going on as of now. It is in the version 5.7. You all the three things you be ready. I'll show you now how you will get the app ID and app secret. Now go to Google again and go here with Facebook like developer login. Developer login. Just click the Facebook developer. Now Facebook for developer. Go over here and log in with your Facebook credentials. You see here. Once you logged in, like if you are already logged in using Facebook, it will show you like the things. Okay, go to the this is the Facebook login credentials. It is showing like Instagram, business tools, artificial intelligence, all the things it will show you. Go to the my apps. Yes, this is the my apps here. It is the my apps are running like a WordPress and my login app it is, and you can like click add new app. And for my business and integration third party for everything else you choose. So if you are integrating a Facebook login, building Instagram game or all the things for everyone, everything else you choose for this one, third one. And here you can app display name, whatever you want to display here you can display something you display for it. Something I have used for my login, so I can create a new underscore login associated with your my app ID it will. And app contact email ID it's hidden. And do you have a business manager account? If it is there, it can be loaded here, or else it will be leave it. Adding a new app and integration with anything else. The name of the app it is new underscore login I'm creating. And now click with, if you are having any business account you can add here, otherwise you can remove very simply. And create app ID, very simply you will get it here. And the credentials of app ID and the secret we have written in our code. You just see here app ID and app secret, these are the two things are required. And please complete the security check it is asking. I am asking actually some it is asking you any secrets like I may not a robot. You check with the security aspects if it is any. Yes, I'm not a robot. Just submit. And now the app ID will be created here. Yes, the app contact ID is it will be shows your email ID itself. All right. Once the app ID is created, this is the app ID it is created. You take for this is of your application development where you have a placed here now. That is the app ID you have to take and place it. Whereas, yeah, you take it, it's no problem. Click to copy code and paste over here. And similarly, we have the products we should add for this new underscore login app. So this is the Facebook login, audience network, analytics, many messenger, webhooks, Insta games, like a marketing API, many things, web payments, many things you can try to yourself. Whereas we are going to with this session for this, like a setup Facebook login, we are going to using now. I pressed it setup. Let's check this. Yes, and for the purpose, use a quicker and to add app login. Your app gets started. Select the platform for this. I'm using this platform for web, local web hosting. I'm like a site I'm showing. So you can select www and tell us about your website. This is the site URL. If it is in a public production, you place the public URL, or else you take simply of your local URL called localhost and our folder called fb icon login. It will comes now here. See this one. Okay, and fbinit.php we have used. You take this URL and paste over here. Check here where is our like, site URL. You have to fb login /save it. If it is a local domain name you are already registered, you try to change this domain with your website. That's all. Okay, save it and continue. Like if you want to take it, this is the action code we are going to be used. All right, the function and all the things we are going to be used. Here it will be provided by you. If you want, you can use it. Next, click next and copy the code if you want, or click next. And we everything we are going to be discussing all these things. Or else you will have in a link button if you want, and check the login status. Everything will be here. You can check with this also. All right, at last we have received all the things, and finally we have received here. Go to the dashboard. Finance 6111 is our ID. Yes, new login here it is there, our app ID. Now go to the settings, basic. Yeah, this is the app secret you will find out here. Very simple. All right, and if you want to see this actually like this, you can check with the show, and you will get it by entering of your password. Demonstration by entering of your FB password, you will see this app secret. Absolutely, you will get it that's like a secret, and you will continue with that. Okay, we'll see under taking this ID and the secret by entering at the place of our this place of secret we have to place. Received app ID and the secret. We have to take a copy of these two things from the developer's site of Facebook. Now see here, this is the key of the app secret. Once the tutorial of this lecture has been done, I may remove my app what I have created for this. All right. For the demonstration, I am using this for my app, and you will see here from that class what we are getting for this. Like making a helper tag, I'm doing like from this FB object to get redirect login helper, and this is the method I'm going to calling. And from this actually after like a see this is helper, what I'm doing here, get login URL. This is the URL means this is the login URL I'm sending to this URL what I have mapped at when I'm creating my app at Facebook developer. I have submitted this is my local URL. If it is your like a regular domain registered domain is available with you for live, you can change with this to live. All right, and for this functionality we'll see here like making this of the login URL. We'll see about the URL how it is coming. Now we will see for running of this print -r termination, and we'll place this login URL to sorry login URL to I'm placing this to verifying the URL is coming or not by running. This is the form is fp-init.php. Let's check here. Yes, here. Now here it is a refresh. Yes. Now check with this. Have you seen this? This is the Facebook, and this URL is going to be printing. Login with Facebook. All will coming from means the URL is going to be calling. If I click this, it will automatically redirect you to like a Facebook. All right. From here onwards, you have to create one more form called index.php in your form to be visible and accessible of your project. That is the initial page. All right. From this, we are going to be extending our code. We'll see here our web page. Now see like initiating fbinit.php. Instead of that, any web home page of web page will go to index.php. So this is the fb-init. I'm going to integrating here by using the require like a single quotes of the page path of fb-init.php, and it is required to like a session to be initiated. Why? Because whenever we are going to using session parameters, we have to use like a session underscore start. Session underscore start. It is a default PHP functionality, and create in a link item here with the href link, and make sure that this login URL you have to call here to be written, and the text with the login with Facebook. And now see, just run this, you will get it. like index.php to open this thing. Go to here and press hit enter, and yeah, notice one notice where session start is already has been started. So the line number 4. So we are going to be already session is initiating is coming now. So we can comment out or you can remove. If required, you remove if it is any session issues are coming, then you place it. Otherwise, it's a normal. It's not required. Now save it and refresh. Now you will get the login with Facebook. If you click this button, you will be redirected to Facebook login and you will be shown here the page of a login. All right. Yes. Login with Facebook. It is coming now. Yes. If you click this, yeah, it will be redirect you. If it is not redirecting and the back, it is not going to be the home page. What you do is, yeah, one thing you have to take this URL, copy, and go to this app and the Facebook login, extend settings, go to the settings. Under the settings page, you have to maintain and specifying for yeah, redirect to check, redirect URI to check, redirection URI validation is required here. So you can place this URI at check URI. This is the valid redirect URI application we have given now. Check URI, you can submit it, and that's all. Now you come back here to our application. Now just click login with Facebook. It will be direct you to the code it is showing. See here, it's automatically it will show you the code, everything, right? And it should be like enabled function. My login app I have using now. Yes, zero of limited users it is. Login details. For more you want to see that statistical information and all, it will be shown here. Yeah, level rate limiting. Yeah, and now you can come back to here and you are going to be created and it is calling this URL. Have you seen here? It is calling to be Facebook. Login with Facebook. You try to hit and it will be direct you to show you that user ID and password. Just reload. It is when I'm pressing index.php, it is saying something like access token. I have added a code here. When I press the login with Facebook, it's not going to be permitting me to presenting a Facebook page. It's very simple and a very super easy answer. Why? Because my login app is asking me to some permissions and features may require to business or individual verification to be done. The verification it is asking, getting started to submit some documents it is asking. All right. As of now, I didn't gone through this verification, so it is restricting me. Let's we continue with the next of the session code how it would be. From here we have to get the line of help desk helper is completed, and now try with access token. Access token we have to maintain and get the from Facebook class to get the access token, and we have to assign a variable and each set access token we have to make it as a string and convert to string it, and we'll put it as a session when the user is logged in with the Facebook or not. We'll verify and we'll keep him alive. And once it is done, what you will do is catch this is the try catch exception. This is the try it is there, and catch and exception you can try to write done. There is no problem. And now in between, once we have prepared for session object here, once see redirecting to the home page called location.index.page. This is the index.page. It will comes when it will erase this index.page. What we are going to do on this init page, it will done. We have a prepared access these things here itself. All right. Now what we are going to do is here we'll check it if is set session access token is there or not. If it is not there, we'll transmitting into logout.php. If it is available here is an access code, we'll try to make it as an else, and we'll try to go over with the login continuation. All right. Now check with that here. Now we will get the user first name, email, and last name. How it is? Yes. Set session access. If it is access token, try with FB. Default access token is access token. where we are making and fit like a setting of the FB set default token. We are sending this and result set get in like a forward slash me like a local. These are the things us underscore language. We are using this one and fields called name comma email. These two like name and email we are going to take it. All right. And now user like what is this es get like a graph user and echo user we are making it is an get field. All right. Here. So you have to make sure that try block for checking of the access token and is set access token once you have set successfully, and we are going to collect the user like a first name and email and all. How we are going to take like set if is set, we have to set that verifying a is set access token here and try with this default access token we are collecting with the session that we have get from Facebook class, and now storing the result like a FB class get this me colon local en and fields of name and email and the user equal to one variable it is assigning for this result set and get graph user. And now see here echo hello I have appended here and the user it's a get field of name. And similarly you can take a for get field of email. So you'll take a like a username and email. Let's check here like a just simply take one more parameter over here and just you type that email. You will call the users hello like hello username you will get like similarly my email. That's it. You will get the user email ID and like a username and email ID you will get here. If it is there any, we have a put in into the try catch black. So if it is there any errors you may receive while in real time, you may be throw out the errors and you will identify within the local environment. Now index page would be like this verifying the access token. If not, it will be throw out you logout. And if it is within login, it will ask you to the login. And the logout page should be like this, include FBI and IT. Session to be when the person is logged out from the Facebook, it should be destroy all the sessions. We have to be taken care about our services of Facebook. And unset session access key should be unset, like a disable or nullable. And header, it should be removed to index.php. This all about to run our simple project of API calling like Facebook API to integrate our local environment. Let's see here, run over here and Facebook login index.php login with Facebook. Once it is directing, this is the directing means it is going to be calling your API successfully. And once we are not able to see that particular authentication, see the authentication was to client, it is getting some issues over there. So you fulfill this requirement of the verification, these things, and it will be done your end. You will be get a proper and accurate Facebook API. You will be able to successfully log in. I hope you enjoy with this API. In further more sessions, we'll see and what are the APIs we are going to done. Thank you for using and watching this lecture. Thank you.